What's good, everybody? I go by the name of King Exodus, and I'm talking to you live from Talking and Talk official podcast network. Alrighty, so shouts out to the bro, man. We just did a podcast on power versus control. So it sparks up a question, right? What do you want out of life? You know what I mean? It's gonna be a quick conversation. What do you actually want out of life? 100% honesty, all genuine. And what are you willing to do to obtain these goals? Whether it's like physicalities, whether it's a look, if we're going to relate it back to income status, right? Even if it's like tangibility based on what type of car you want to drive, what type of neighborhood you want to live in. Um, First, I would ask is how intense and how descriptive is your vision, right? Because the more I'm learning out of life is the more you begin to heal your personal traumas, the more you begin to go through personal development, you begin to actually have a vision for yourself, right? And this vision becomes more intense because you're connecting dots and pieces that probably wasn't there, right? Pre-existing. So you always want to have a vision. Before you can have tunnel vision, before you can know what your goals are, you have to actually know what it is that you want, right? And then you actually have to know what is for you and what's not for you. That's another level of honesty, right? To thine own self be true. You always want to look in the mirror and know exactly who you are 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? You never want to try to live out someone else's dreams or the dreams or the visions that they have instilled for you, whether it's your family, society, your mate, your children, whatever. You have to know who you are 100% of the time and know what it is actually that you're here to accomplish. I'm not talking about necessarily your purpose, but we're just talking about the things that you actually want out of life. So that's my conclusion on why so many people are just really negative right now and toxic because they haven't put in the work to heal from everything that life has thrown at them outside of their control, maybe some things within their control as well. But they really don't know what they want. It's not powerful enough for you to just say, look, I want to be successful. What is success to you? It's you can't just have these cloak terms that you live by and you actually set your goals or ambitions on, and it's nothing that's 100% visual. So if society, if life takes away your ability to see in the dark, right? Because when you close your eyes at night and you have dreams, you're in the dark. Your eyes are closed, but you can actually still see what's inside of your head because it's playing until you sleep. Your imagination exists before you, right? So you always want to envision yourself doing particular things. And now, if we have particular goals that we can actually envision, now we can actually work our way towards those goals. And there's no bullshit involved within that process because we know exactly what we want and we're honest about it. The reason Arnold Schwarzenegger said he was so successful is because he had the ability to envision exactly what he wanted. And what's practice habits of these things, right? You want to get in shape. He was like, look, I hung up posters of people that I wanted to look like, right? So every day I woke up, the first thing I saw was what's on my walls. So now I have a constant reminder, a visual reminder of what it is that I want to accomplish. You can you can get your whiteboard, tap it into your refrigerator, whatever. You can write down your goals and aspirations for the day, right? And use the tactic of if I accomplish it, I erase it. If not, I keep it up. Like you have to always have things around you to remind you of actually who you are and what you want. We get so arrogant and we just think, I don't need to do any of these things. The most successful people may not have written down every single thing they wanted to accomplish every day, but at some point of their life, they understood the power of writing things down. It's power in all these things, right? So you just want to be more visual. Some people want to be loud and not be visual. You want to be heard, you want to be seen, but you don't want to actually envision the proper things. So that's why everyone has an opinion now within society, but no one knows what the fuck they're talking about. So just word to the wise. Always, always, always know exactly what you want out of life. Be able to have the vision, and then we can bring that vision into reality. That's how we properly manifest, but it starts with the vision. And the vision, you know what I'm saying, realistic and unrealistic, that's another topic and conversation for another time because that's subjective, right? But we actually have to have a vision in order to be able to work towards something. So, hopefully everyone out there knows what it is that you want, and we remind ourselves that's the power of our mind. Our mind is constantly at work, even when you think it's not working. And you never want to be so locked in into society that you don't dream anymore. That you just like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work, rinse and repeat, same cycle. I'm never gonna invest money. I'm never gonna do the things I want to do. The only thing I have to look forward to is my 2 weeks of vacation. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna go spend more money that I can't really afford to spend. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so creative, they find ways to chop the money up that they can't afford to spend. So they trick themselves into believing that they actually can afford it because it's not coming out at one payment. So we got to look forward to more than just vacation. We got to look forward to more than just clocking in and clocking out, sitting on the couch, watching sports, watching your favorite TV shows, movies. Like, let's not drown out our visions with false senses of temporary entertainment. Because once the entertainment is gone, you still got to live with yourself, knowing that, hey, look, I failed at something. I didn't accomplish something. I wasted my time here. I wasted my time there. So, look, let's be honest. Let's actually envision what we want and let's be real about it and let's make these types of things happen. I'm going to sign out. I go by the name of King Exodus. Make sure you subscribe for more content.